So in this exercise, we would like to turn or make over a default looking chart for this 2019 customer satisfaction to a chart that delivers the message and also visualize the message out. So let us deep dive into the steps of creating this chart, right? So this is the exercise. First thing first, of course, we need to delete whatever that is not necessary. Example, background. Just click on the background and then press on the delete button on your keyboard. And then grid lines, click on the grid lines and then delete it on your keyboard. And then also the y-axis, delete it. Why? Because we want to include the data label right on top of the data or the bar. So click on the plus sign here just to include the data labels, and you'll see that all the labels will be included on top. And also adjust the gap width. Remember, click on the bar, right click, format data series, and you will see the gap width. Reduce it to best practice is about 50 to 60%. So I will make it to 55%, and you will see that now the bar is thicker. So other than that, perhaps maybe I want to insert the title to be more descriptive. In order to cut short some time, I already copy this one over here. So I just copy it over and then paste it inside here, right? So I make it bigger and just put on top. Okay, so other than that, what else need to tweak for this chart is the color. So remember, we have a color combination called binary color. What is in focus and what is not in focus. So the title say quarter 4, meaning that we are focusing on quarter 4. That's why we need to put more emphasis of color, darker color for quarter 4's bars. Other than that, we'll reduce the color. So I will start to reduce the color first. Click one time so that all the bar is being selected and go to format, shape fill, and then reduce it to light blue color. And then the one that is focusing like quarter 4, I will click another time so that it will only select this bar and start to change it to darker color one by one until all the 3 bars for the quarter 4 is being changed. If you look at the examples, I also reduce the color for the labels, right? Where else I select all the labels first and go to change the font color to be lighter, like for example, gray color. And then I click another time to the label that I want to focus. I will turn it back to black color, turn it back to black color, and turn it back to black color. So now you see that as a contrast that our focus is more on quarter 4. Now, looking at the example over here, there is an annotation to tell people that there is an increase by 3 times from October to December. So how to create this type of annotation, right? There is a trick. If you just start to use this, what we call as a elbow arrow with the connector, you will not able to snap on any of the points. That's why you cannot get the right shapes of this elbow arrow. So the trick is, in order to snap it nicely on top, what I will do is that I will create a box right on top of it first, and then also copy another one over this side. So once I have these 2 boxes, now I can use this arrow connector, elbow arrow to snap on this box and then move on to snap on this box. Sometimes it cannot get correctly, right? And then you just adjust it lah, adjust it to here and adjust it to higher. Then after that, delete the boxes and you will get something like this, right? And I turn this into black color. Now, how about the round shape with the 3x? To get the round shape, in PowerPoint, you can't get a round shape. The only thing you can do is select the oval shape, hold on to Shift key, press on the Shift key on your keyboard, and then only click and drag. Now you will get a pure round. Yep. And then I move it to the center and change this to white color and the outline to black color. Now turn this font color to black color so that I can type 3x inside. But when you type 3x inside, you see that it cannot fit nicely. And people tend to reduce the size of the font until it can fit nicely into it. but it doesn't look nice because it's too small. Why is it happening so? If I increase the size, you see it will drop to another line. This is because of the margin that is disturbing the alignment. So what we need to do is to look for the text option. If this panel is closed already, you just right click and look for format shape, look for the text option and go to text box, and you will see there is an option here called wrap text in shape. You turn it off. When you turn it off, meaning that it will not confine with the margin, and here I can increase the size of the font as big as I want without disturbing it, right? And then I bold it. And now this is how the whole chart looks like. If I want, I just select everything and group it, Ctrl G and group it, and become a whole chart by itself. And if you refer back to the example, before and after, that is where we have applied all those steps in order to get to this chart. All right. I hope that you get the steps correctly. Right. Do try it out. And yeah, this is the chart that we are about to make.